All right, it's week 10 of the NFL football season. It's been a good one. My
Mhm.
Packers fell. I got my ass handed to me in fantasy by Travis.
Yes, you did.
Dude, it was,
No,
holy shit.
I thought I was gonna clear 200.
Dude, I was like, I'm already getting my butt kicked. Let's just keep these points going.
Yep.
Uh, it's been fun. Iowa State finally, they're no longer undefeated. It sucks, but hey, it's all good. We still can win the Big 12.
Yep. Yeah, that was a heartbreaking loss. So,
You got to worry about Colorado and BYU, but it's
what?
possible.
What are
Hey,
we? No,
I'm
there's
going to call it right now. It's going to be Iowa State and Colorado. BYU is going to drop two. They're going to lose two games between now and then. And it's going to be Colorado and Iowa State.
Let's go.
That's going to
We
be a
can beat
that,
we can beat Colorado.
that's going to be a
You
big.
guys gonna win in Arrowhead this weekend?
I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
Duh.
No, it's
Mhm.
Kansas. You guys either do well or maybe that's only in basketball.
Basketball.
No, we usually beat Kansas, except for the once every 15 years where they put together like a 9 or 10 win season randomly.
Game fuels back.
But
What's that? Your third
yeah.
of the day, Will?
Who's counting?
I've had two. I've had two. I've had one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Alabama and family LSU. That's a big game.
That's going
Mhm.
to be a good one.
Boise State, Ashawn Genty. Can he keep racking up the first place Heisman votes? We'll see. Um, Florida State, Notre Dame. Yeah, BYU's at Utah. Utah's kind of fell since preseason.
Yeah.
Um, got the U and Georgia Tech, Florida and Texas, Purdue and the Ohio State. The Ohio State got a big win last Saturday against Penn State.
Yeah.
I think Penn State fell pretty far.
Penn State should have run that.
Um, Indiana still undefeated. Army still undefeated. Oregon's number one.
Yeah.
Georgia's number three at Ole Miss. But yeah, some people were mad about the first initial wave of the college football top 12. People were ticked
Mhm.
because obviously you're going to have your Big 10, Big 12, SEC, ACC champion as your first round buys, and then your at large is going to be the five and so on. But yeah, some people were mad about it. I mean, it's the first initial wave. I mean, we still got what, 4 weeks yet for college.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. I don't know why people are complaining.
Well, they got paid to do so and belly about something, so they'll find ways to complain.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
Yep.
Dude, I want to get paid to sit around and talk and make shit up for the football rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
But
else is
yeah,
rooting for Indiana to win the Big Ten? Because I know I am. That'd be awesome.
WC,
but yeah,
that
you got two
What are
teams.
the odds for Indiana
Oh
to win the
boy, here
Big
we
Ten?
go,
I
Trav.
mean, they got Michigan this weekend, right? And then they've got Ohio State in a couple weeks. And I don't
Hmm.
know for sure, but I think those are their only two toughies. I think they can handle Michigan. But the Ohio State game's probably that'll be a
Michigan,
big game. So
Michigan at Ohio State and Purdue.
yeah, yeah, Purdue too. But
The they got a buy in there.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, that Ohio State that'll determine their season.
yep. Yep.
But
So
Purdue, they should win the Purdue rivalry.
yeah.
So if they win out,
So it'll be
they'll
tough.
play Oregon in the championship game.
Chip,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's the big upset that's brewing is Indiana. So hopefully, no. They look good, man. So, but they'll get tested in the playing at the shoe. So
Colorado has Texas Tech this weekend.
They're just gonna just stomp them. It's not even gonna be
what?
a game.
And then they
Texas
got
Tech's gonna
Utah,
win.
and then they got Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Colorado win. I think Colorado wins out. I don't see a scenario where they don't unless they just decide to really lay an egg, but I don't see that happening. I really
Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter back?
yep, he's back. They're healthy. Yeah, I see Colorado winning out.
Yeah.
And then my prediction would have almost came true. I said they were going to go undefeated. I'd have been off by one. Just want to let everyone know that I said they'd go.
They lost two.
Oh, oh, that's right. They have lost two.
They got
Yeah,
killed
they
by
lost.
Nebraska and they lost to K-State by a field goal.
Excuse me. Yep.
Which they, I picked them as 8-4.
Yeah. We need BYU to lose this weekend, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Who do they got?
Utah.
Yeah,
Oh
you.
yeah, I said
that.
that, yeah.
The old Utah rivalry there. So yeah, that's probably their hardest game left though. So that's why it's like otherwise Iowa State just went out. All right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Because isn't the first tiebreaker just overall record? Can't remember though. Or it's head to head, then overall, and we didn't play Colorado.
Yeah.
Right. So we would win the tiebreaker if we went out. I think.
Because we
I
got
think that's how it goes, but unless somebody knows more, and that's correct.
The way
Kansas.
what?
Okay, Iowa State's remaining schedule. Kansas, win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cincinnati, home,
Win.
win. At Utah is going to be, I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
That's going to be a win.
Yep.
And then home with Kansas State, last game of the season.
That'll be
I
tough
think
too.
That's going to be tough. The
Yeah,
next, the next
that's
two, the next two is going to be should easily wins. The last two is going to be tough games.
I know that's why it sucks losing that game
Who
last week
does
because we should have been
Colorado
undefeated.
finish? Who does Colorado
going to
have?
Kansas State.
Oklahoma State, they finished with Oklahoma State.
Oh, man. And who does BYU finish?
It's Utah and then like Kansas, Arizona State, and Houston or something like that. So Utah's
And
probably
Kansas State ends the year against ISU.
yeah.
Oh.
K-State has two losses, is that right?
K-State lost to BYU earlier in the year.
Yeah.
They got killed.
Yeah.
And then they lost last weekend to Houston.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they got Arizona next week, Cincinnati, and Iowa State.
No. So
So
I keep
Iowa
forgetting
State can't afford another loss.
I keep forgetting Arizona and
Pretty
Arizona
much.
State are in the Big 12.
so I hope Colorado loses the next two. That's what I'm hoping.
So yeah,
I think
Colorado
they could
has
lose
to
at
lose.
Tech, and I think they could lose Utah. We'll see though. Yeah, Colorado we need to lose if we lose the game. So
Mhm.
and then I mean obviously if BYU can drop a game that would help too, but yeah, we went out. Like I think we control our own destiny right now if we win out. We still go to the Big 12 championship. So
But then you got to win the Big 12 though.
yeah,
I
against
don't think the
BYU.
Big 12 is going to get another at large.
Probably
No.
I
not.
don't think so.
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean, unless it's Iowa State beats BYU and they're both one loss, then potentially I think that might be the only way.
I think they'll favor the Big 10 over the Big 12.
Probably.
yeah,
though,
I agree.
No,
Most
the
likely,
Boise
yes.
State would beat Ohio State
Yeah,
and
it's
a
only
better Army, one-loss Army team, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That's for
don't know.
the big boys on the big networks to complain about.
They'll be revealing the top
Yeah.
12 when they say at number 12,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay,
But no,
it's
that's the only conceivable scenario where it would even be plausible for the Big 12 to get two teams. And that would have to factor in with a bunch of other people losing games too. So like
I mean, if Alabama loses, I mean, this is an elimination game for either LSU and Alabama. So
yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're doing our show tonight on a Thursday. Thursday night football's on.
No.
Divisional rivalry. This is the second time these two teams have played.
Mhm.
The Bojangles and the Baltimore Ravens. Man, Jahan.
Yep. Yep. It's currently in progress. So it's a little cheating, but it is tied.
Yeah,
So
seven
it's kind
seven.
of still you can call your own shot here somehow.
I'm
I'm
just
going I'm going with the Ravens are going to finish this one out though. But it's going to be close. I think they only win by like a a touchdown at most. So they're both playing pretty good like defense right now. Each team has like one good drive.
yeah, it's
So
7-7. 4 minutes
yeah.
left in the
Yeah.
second quarter.
So but that's my prediction. So I think the Ravens eventually wear them down and put some points on in the second half. So I think we go into half maybe like 10-7 one team right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals by 4. They're gonna get a late touchdown and get ahead.
Yep.
Tim, you don't like that?
You're
No?
you're going off the spread. Bengals were 5.5.
Plus 5.5, right? I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be close. I mean, Bengals could win this. Ravens might win by 3-7, somewhere in there
Yeah, I don't
too.
think it'll be high scoring as the first game they
The
had.
first one was high scoring.
Yeah, no,
I mean, they're on a short week, so yeah.
All
I'm
right, and then we go say what?
Bengals by 3. I think it's gonna be a close game.
And then we got Sunday morning matchup. Make sure everybody gets up for this one. Gear up.
The
yeah.
toilet bowl.
We only send our best across the pond.
We only sent the
This is
NFL only
so
sends
bad.
their best.
This is
The
so
two
bad.
the two teams, the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
That was that's all the better the NFL can do overseas.
A couple
So
stinkers.
bad.
So
We should just send college teams over if we're gonna send these two teams.
yeah, Daniel Jones is awful. Panthers are awful. They can only beat the Saints, who are awful. Uh, uh, I'm gonna go Giants winning this one. I think they just run a lot with Tracy, and they end up winning this one like 24 to like 16 across the pond.
You picked the Giants?
I picked the Giants, yeah, over the Panthers.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Bryce Young gonna win this game. Danny Dimes is gonna lose even more dimes and nickels. He'll be called basically just have pennies in his pockets when he's done after this game.
Daniel Penny,
He's got I wouldn't say that. He's got all his guaranteed money. He doesn't care. I mean,
Exactly. He has all that money, and New York's going to throw him out to the dumpsters here for the rats to play with. So
I mean, I feel
I'm
like this
taking the Panthers by 7.
I'm gonna take the Giants by 7. I don't know. I mean, does it really matter? You might as well just flip a coin. These teams both suck.
I'm gonna go Panthers. I'm gonna go Panthers 13-10. I think the Giants are the worst team in the NFL. They stink.
Mhm.
I think they're totally gonna get rid of this whole roster and probably fire Brian Dable and the entire coaching staff and start over.
Everyone but neighbors.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Everyone but Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is a baller. That's one brother.
Yeah, need a few more.
They
And
got
then
some players in that line. So
and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then the Panthers. I mean, Bryce Young got the job back. Got his third win last year against the Saints. Um, they split with the Saints this year. Yeah, and I think I said earlier in the year that the Panthers would get a random divisional rivalry home win, and they did. But yeah, Panthers go across and come back home with 3 wins. next noon game or the noon games, NFL, CBS, and Fox. The first one is the mediocre up and down Denver Broncos at the greatest team to have ever walked the planet Earth. No game matters. Our episode is done after we talk about this game, NFL. You're welcome.
Why did
The
we do
Kansas
it
City
so early?
Chiefs.
Yeah, man, this is one of those games. I think it's gonna be the Chiefs. They'll handle Broncos at home pretty easily. Um, it's where when Kansas City goes to Denver, then they usually struggle, if I remember correctly. So, but yeah, Chiefs are looking pretty good. They got my boy DeAndre Hopkins there, so helping me in the other league that I'm in. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go not like a super high scoring game, but I think like 23 to we'll go 23 to 20 KC on a field goal.
Yep, Kansas City once again is going to take this one. Everybody's already complaining about the overtime rules in regular season. Well, but Baker really getting screwed here in these games this season. But yeah, D Hop's playing really good. It's basically him and Travis Kelce now catching balls.
Mhm.
Holmes' ankle looked a little rough after during the game, but he should be fine. So KC an easy one.
I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna take the Broncos by one. This is gonna be the game. They're gonna do it. They're gonna be the ones to dethrone the Chiefs. And here's the deal about the overtime rules. You know what? Just don't play bad defense. Like Baker didn't get screwed. It's don't play bad defense. Pretty simple. Stop them, get the ball back, drive down and score. Pretty simple. Like I
Well, our show's been canceled because Nate picked the Broncos over the Chiefs. So see you, folks.
yeah, the NFL probably would cancel us and found that out. But no, seriously, the overtime rules are fine. I don't people want to bitch about it, but play good defense. Pretty simple. Hold them to a field goal. I don't know what else to tell you. Quit not each team does not need to get the ball. You get 10 minutes. We do that, we're gonna have ties. I don't like ties.
Oh, you said the about 90 word.
So you,
Last week, when Patrick Mahomes got his ankle hurt, they took him back to the locker room. The NFL took their magic wand and they said, "Not on our watch," and they touched his ankle and he was healed. The Chiefs will not lose to the Broncos. It's just not going to happen.
yeah, I also heard they send their best refs to this game.
Yeah.
They were told to throw extra hankies for roughing the passer. I've been told.
Chiefs by 2 touchdowns in this game easily. It's at Arrowhead. The night before, Iowa State's going to get a win, and the next day the Chiefs are going to get a win because that's just the way the NFL likes it. All right, next nooner is the Bills, who've been playing pretty good lately, at the Colts.
So, uh, this is gonna be a slaughter. So, just saying it. We Bills are gonna run away with this one. So they're indoors. They're gonna speed run the Colts, who are a mediocre team, and it's gonna be like 34 to 20 in the Bills. So that's all I got.
You said this is in Indianapolis this weekend?
Yes. Lucas Oil.
Well, I can basically say this game's already over with. I don't think they've even cleaned up since the Taylor Swift concert's over last week. So, Bills blow them out. Josh Allen will be there with his celebrity girlfriend. I can't think of her name right now. Yep, there you go, America. Bills blowout. Indianapolis still in the Swift effect.
Yeah, I really would like to see the Bills lose. Just help the Jets out a little bit, but it's not happening. Let's just be real. They're just gonna run over the Colts. I got the Bills by 10 plus.
Yeah, Bills by 13. Um, Colts benched Anthony Richardson. The future doesn't look great for him. Old man Flacco didn't look that great last week against Travis's Vikings. We'll see what he does this Sunday against Josh Allen. Josh Allen and the Bills. All right, next game is the Patriots at the Chicago Bears, who have been struggling lately.
Yep. The Bears are going to win this one. It'll be the defense that wins it. So it's the only competent part of the Bears right now. New England's got a little something, but they're still a bad team. So it's two bad teams. It's in Chicago too. It's hard. I think it's gonna be hard for New England to win on that Soldier Field turf or that grass. It Bears always love it. They got an advantage with that defense on there. So I'm gonna go with the Bears win this one. I think they win it by 10. I'm gonna say they win by 24-14.
Yeah, I also got the Bears. They should take care of business against the Patriots this weekend. Caleb Williams, hopefully, will get rebounded here. The offense, hearing a lot of stuff going around about locker room issues. But yeah, this should be, I mean, it's not going to be a high scoring game. Bears hopefully can recover and get back to win column this week.
Yeah, they got the Bears winning this one by 7. They're just the better team. Not by much, but they're the better team.
Yeah, DJ Moore walked off the field last week. Was he hurt? Two rookie quarterbacks, Vic May, Caleb Williams. Bears defense wins this one. Um, yeah, it's not much to say. Next game is the red hot, dirty bird Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints, who fired their head coach on Monday.
Yeah. Atlanta's gonna crush the Saints. Just firing the coach isn't gonna solve all their problems that the Saints have right now. So it maybe give them a little boost, who knows, but I don't think, Allen wasn't the offensive guy anyway, and you know, I don't know, they're struggling on both sides of the ball. So I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Just tears them a new one in the dome. 38 to 20. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta's playing really hot right now. Kirk Cousins has unleashed this Atlanta offense. Robinson's finally getting the ball, being a focal point of the offense. And I know Will said the Giants are the worst team. I think that the Saints are the worst team in the NFL. So, yeah, Atlanta a big one here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Falcons are just going to completely roll these guys. Not much else to be said other than Saints suck. And the Falcons are good. 1 plus. This game's going to be over by like halftime.
Initially, I had these two teams splitting. The home team would take it, but yeah, the Falcons are gonna sweep the Saints, and they might sweep the entire division this year because they already swept the Buccaneers. Yeah, Kirk Cousins and Drake London, those guys are driving together right now. The Saints, yeah, I think they're gonna blow up their entire team except for Chris Olave and obviously they just resigned Alvin Kamara, who's getting old.
They got
I
rid of
think Derek
Lattimore.
Carr is, they got rid of him too. I think this is Derek Carr's last year with the Saints. I think they're gonna go young, offensive minded head coach here next year. Next nooner
Derek Carr to the
is the
Colts.
49ers. Another Colts quarterback who is not a draft pick.
You heard it here.
49ers who are coming off on a bye week. Much, much needed bye week for the 49ers. At Baker Mayfield's Buccaneers.
Yeah. McCaffrey's coming back, so Niners are gonna get their stride going here. Tampa Bay, we're still out Mike Evans, right? I don't think he's back. No, so yeah. Um, Tampa Bay's, they're still trying, they're still playing good football. I think with McCaffrey coming back, the Niners are going to be a little too much for him. So it's going to be a lot of Tampa Bay just kind of relying on a lot of K Dotton and Baker finding some plays, but I don't know. I think it'll be a little too tough with San Francisco. So I think it's going to be a good game though. I think they'll play it tight like they did the Chiefs. So I'm going to go 31 to 28 or no 27 31 27. So Niners.
Yeah, I don't think know if this is really a big if the crazy if the 49ers don't win this game. It's just if they don't have anybody else get hurt. This team is basically living and dying on the IR. So Buccaneers are both these teams have both been critically devastated from injuries to key players. Steve Brock Purdy after the bye, if they can get things going. Kittle's been really, really red hot this year. We'll see if McCaffrey can get the ball going. Or is another just might as well just shut it down for the year. So I'm going to take 49ers here. It'll be close, but I just think more weapons, better team, and Baker's going to have a little more their skid here. So
Yeah, I think the 49ers get back on track. They're going to win this game. I think they're the only loss they're going to have the rest of the year is to my Green Bay Packers, but they're going to, other than that, they're going to win the rest of their games. Will had to mute himself.
Yeah, this is the 49ers new logo. Um, everybody's hurt.
Hey, McCaffrey's back, all right.
I just don't trust
for
that.
how
They
long?
got Kittle.
Too
I
bad
think Debo will be
Too
back.
bad hammies.
Kittle's all right.
Yeah,
Just, he
Kittle's
just need
a baller.
yeah. He just needed a little rest. They got the bye week.
I'm going the upset here. Buccaneers, they're home. They're at the cannons are gonna be
Yeah.
firing off. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Goldstein on a 2-year. Going back 20 years there. Um, but yeah, if the Buccaneers continue to struggle, I could see them firing Todd Bowles at the end of the year.
Mhm.
But the only reason why he's still there is because Bruce Arians is like a senior coaching offensive consultant or something. He's still on the team in some way. Excuse me, but yeah, Buccaneers are gonna win this one in my opinion. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but that's fine. Next nooner is we got two left to talk about for noon. The pretty good defense, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Washington Commanders, who have been very hot this
Yep.
year.
Yep. So this is a good game here. So um I like man, I don't know. This is probably one of the hardest for me to pick today. So I like both teams right now. I'm gonna give it to the Commanders only because of the home field advantage here. So I think they'll find enough. I mean, their defense is playing pretty good too. Commanders, I mean, not as good as Pittsburgh's, but we'll see if Russell Wilson still has. I mean, he's had a couple of good games, but I'm gonna go with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels get it done. I think it's a good game. I think it's 27-24 Commanders on a game-winning field goal. So that's what I'm gonna go with. But yeah, Pittsburgh, both of them teams are looking good right now. Najee's looking good for Pittsburgh. Russell, Jaden's got it going. So, yep.
Yeah, this is another interesting matchup, as Travis was saying. Pittsburgh's playing really good this year with all that quarterback controversy going on all off season. They still could have picked up some more receivers, but we'll see. And Commanders surprised everybody. Jane Daniels is playing like an MVP. Probably won't get it because he's a rookie, but he's turned his franchise around from being a laughing stock because of the owner to now with putting some respect on the Commanders' name here. So I'm going to take Commanders here. Jane Daniels playing great. Just that offense is clicking, so they're going to keep going. So
Yeah, I like the Commanders here. Yeah, I'm taking them by 3, but man, this can be a good game. I mean, I think you could argue for any one of these teams to potentially, but I think the Commanders just a better team overall. I think they're just going to eke this one out barely by 3.
Steelers got Mike Williams. Aaron Rodgers was wheeling and dealing on the phones again at the trade deadline. Traded his fourth string receiver. And then on Pat McAfee, he's like, "Oh, they traded him. You mean you traded him, Aaron?" Steelers got another receiver. The Washington Commanders, like what Tim said. They kind of remind me of the Houston Texans last year. Rookie quarterback, playing like an MVP, but probably won't get it. I'm gonna go Commanders by 6 in this one. It's at FedEx Field, the junkiest stadium in the league. And then the last noon game is Travis's Vikings
Goal.
at the garbage. Tim's second favorite team, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes. Yeah, Tim. What is this? We're gonna crush the Jags here. All right. We're gonna beat them so bad they finally fire the rest of everybody. The entire coaching staff gets fired. So yeah, I think this is an easy win for the Vikings. So they need a couple of these freebies before we get back into the NFC North schedule again. So this is just an absolute beatdown. We're gonna make Trevor Lawrence look ridiculous. We're gonna throw like 3 picks this game. So we're gonna throw all over him. We're gonna run all over him. We're gonna shut him down on defense. So we're gonna go 34-10.
yeah, the Vikings are going to take care of business here. Jacksonville has fallen off the cliff, and yeah, they have been disappointing. And so yeah, Darnold's going to be dealing. JJ's going to be scoring, and their defense is going to be taking down Trevor Lawrence most of the afternoon. So Vikings a big one here.
Yeah, I got the Vikings. I mean, the Jaguars suck. It's a good game, and I think the Vikings, they're that team. They're like the Washington Commanders. We did not see this coming, and the Vikings being this good. So yeah, but I got the Vikings by 14.
I think I think the Vikings are going to struggle early since they got to go down to Florida and then play outside. They're not an outside team. But second half, the Vikings are going to open it up and they're going to end up crushing the Jaguars with Dougie P. Still has his head coaching job, but who else is going to coach him if they fire him? Um, yeah, Vikings by let's go 12. All
Little
right,
update. Bengals are up 14-7 at half.
very good. And then we got 3 3 o'clock games. The first one is the Tennessee Titans, who are going to start, to my knowledge, Bill Levis again at the NFL's fourth favorite team, the LA Chargers.
Yeah. Easy win for the Chargers. They play good defense. They run the ball and let Herbert manage the game. Every once in a while, he throws a long one to Quentin Johnson last weekend. So, yeah, I think the Charger. I don't think Levis isn't the answer. They got a lot of problems in Tennessee. They're going to be rebuilding the next couple of years. They'll need to find another quarterback at some point, if it's next year or the year after. But yeah, at Chargers, I think the Chargers win this one big. I don't see Tennessee coming super close. I'm going to say 27-13 Chargers at home. So,
I also have the Chargers. It'll be another SoFi weekend here, and I don't think Tennessee's going to have really anybody do much in this game, except throwing the ball to the wrong team again. So, yeah, Harbaugh will do what Harbaugh does and win. So, Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers winning by like 7+.
I'm going to go Chargers 28 to Titans 17. Um, my opinion, I like Bill Levis. I just think he's been hurt all year, hasn't been playing great. They don't have an offensive line besides a couple of guys, J.C. Latham. Their defense is pretty underrated. But the Chargers, yeah, they run the ball with J.K. Dobbins. They probably have the two best offensive line in the league, Joe Alt. And yeah, they're going to win this game. And the NFL will be happy because their fourth favorite team will win.
Was this the first time all year you did not pick the Titans?
I think it's the second.
yeah.
Thought
But
again?
good call.
No.
We'll basically have them winning like
Good
13
call.
games this year.
Say what?
And you basically have them winning 13 games this year.
Yeah. Next 3 o'clock game is the Nate's second favorite team, New York Jets. Yo, man, I'm a Jet.
Yeah.
That's what Devontae said. And he's been 1-2 with the Jets. At the Arizona Cardinals, who have been very scrappy.
Yep, they are very scrappy. So, I'm going to the Cardinals based on the fact it's home game, and the scrappiness. So, Jets are a beatable team. They can. I don't know. They're okay at some things and just not very good at sometimes. I don't know. It's up and down. They rely on Rodgers to carry them, and if he doesn't, they lose. So I'm gonna go with the old scrappy Cardinals. I'm gonna go with a lot of Kyler Murray to Trey McBride and and Marvin Harrison. A little bit of running, a little bit of weird shenanigans he'll do, and I think they'll win like I'm gonna say they win 20-19 in the desert.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really close game here. Arizona is winning these games without Kyler Murray just really doing a whole lot on the offensive end. He's kind of just managing the game. Defense is kind of just taking away plays. But the Jets, we thought we were going to run the ball here when they got rid of Robert Saleh, but no, they've just kind of been doing whatever.
I forgot he was
Aaron
there.
Rodgers tells them to do. So as he is the
Saleh's in the
GM on the
Packers
show,
now.
apparently.
The Packers.
So
Yeah, he's working for free with the Packers now.
Yeah. It's like a consultant or
so
something.
it'll be a close game, but I'm gonna take Arizona in this one.
Him and LaFleur are like the best buds. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the Jets. They're gonna snap this one out. They're gonna get on a run and they're gonna make the playoffs. They will get the seventh seed in the AFC.
I'm torn on this one. I'm gonna take the Jets because I think they need this game to keep their season alive. I do like the Cardinals. I like what they're doing. John Gannon has been a great coach because last year they were awful because little baby Kyler Murray didn't play till like week 10 last year. And they're like, "Oh, John Gannon, he's a defensive coach. He sucks." Well, look what he's doing in second year. The NFL needs to be more patient with their head coaches. I know the NFL is a win now league, but you got to be patient. But yeah, the Cardinals have been stacking up these wins. I mean, they beat the 49er, or no, excuse me, they beat the Rams early. Um, they beat the Dolphins on the road. They beat the Bears last week at home. But like I said, man, I'm a Jet. They need this game more than like ever.
Yep.
And the game that everybody's going to be talking about on Friday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday,
Mm.
the NFL describes this quote, the biggest rivalry in the NFL, end of quote. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones loves drama,
Yeah.
and the Cowboys have been full of drama once again this year.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Eagles are only 7-point favorites because they're gonna absolutely blow out the Cowboys this weekend. Um, it's just the Cowboys are terrible and they're gonna have no Dak. So there isn't anything they can do. So it's gonna be a lot of Saquon. I expect a huge Saquon game. I think, Devonta Smith will be good too. And the Philly defense will handle the Cowboys. So it's gonna be like 38 to like 16, something stupid. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Huge blowout game for Philadelphia. So
Yeah, this game is going to come down to either a couple of things. Either the Eagles are going to blow them out, or the Eagles are going to do the stupidest things, and you're going to be like, they let Dallas almost win this game. Why is Nick Sirianni still the head coach for this team? And that's probably what we're going to be hearing about because it's not because Dallas is already terrible, and Dak's gone for several weeks, and we still haven't found that unnamed running back who still might be stuck in that pot of gold when he jumped in there, like when he scored like touchdowns Thanksgiving a few years ago. Uh, Elliott, that's the name. Oh boy, wow. Everybody forgot him, but Jerry did. But wait, he did, and then he resigned in the next year. So maybe he didn't. Yeah, Eagles and no big one. Saquon would be the offensive player of the year, except for King Henry. So yeah, Eagles.
It's gonna be funny to take the Cowboys because it'd be funny.
Do it, do it.
Everyone's gonna lose their mind. I'm gonna take the Cowboys by 1 point.
by 1 point.
Yeah, by 1 point.
Okay, well, okay. Why the
All
Cowboys?
right.
Well, what's their game plan gonna be here? I
Did
want
you
to
just
hear it.
eat a bunch of shrooms and we didn't see you?
I ate a
I
bunch
want to. What's Mike McCarthy if he's not throwing an iPad on the field, or if Jerry
Yeah.
Jones isn't getting his binoculars out on a cell phone? Hey, call this play. It's gonna be Dak Prescott back to pass. Oh, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee Lamb. That's their offense right now.
And they're not even gonna have Dak.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody answer me this. It could be any of you guys. Why are the Cowboys starting Cooper Rush when they have the greatest
Mr. Trey Lance.
backup quarterback Trey Lance.
Who knows? They obviously saw
As in
what
Dallas
49ers saw them.
fashion, the biggest thing in the world isn't who plays, but who Jerry talks about. So if he plays
Makes sense.
Lance, then you can't say it.
Yeah.
And let's also don't forget, besides last week's big game, Jerry was so happy to get Pam Oliver a New Jersey for her 90th game that she called in Dallas.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the Cowboys at this point wouldn't try and see what they got with Lance, but he just must be so awful in practice. They know he's gonna suck.
oh,
That's my
this.
only thing.
Oh, speaking of that, Tim, this game is on CBS. That means Tony Romo's gonna call it because Tony Romo always calls one Cowboys game a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird they have this on CBS though. So,
Yeah, but yeah, um, historically, the past 10 years, this divisional rivalry, they always split. Home team wins, but I think the Eagles are gonna sweep them this year.
mhm.
Saquon has been very good, except for that stupid drop catch against the Falcons. Um, Eagles receivers, when they're healthy, they're good. Jalen Squirts got a lot of rushing touchdowns this year. But like I said last week, Cowboys running backs are old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like McCarthy, free agent after the year, he's not getting extended unless Nate thinks he is.
Yeah.
No, I think he's gone.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they get for a head coach.
You
Uh,
gotta think they go young, right?
Bill
Yeah.
Belichick.
I thought they'd keep Kellen Moore. I thought they'd keep him, but he went to Philly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
I
surprised
guess
this
I would
wasn't a Sunday night game though.
Here's a wild scenario. Bill Belichick goes to the Raiders.
Raiders.
Loritas.
We're not even talking about them.
I know.
They should just fire McCarthy and hire Belichick for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I
See what
think the
happens.
I think the Cowboys. I don't
You got
know, maybe Ben Johnson or the Ravens OC.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoever they hire will be somebody that has
Brian
to,
Flores.
whoever they will, maybe as Torres, whoever they hire will, whatever has to kneel to Jerry, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to the night games, Brownies, who suck, are on a bye. Nate's Packers, the greatest team in the
ever.
entire universe, even though Jordan Love is a gunslinger.
Yep.
My Raiders, who are trash,
Yep.
besides Brock Bowers, Brock Bowers, Brock Powers, Brock Bowers, and
What?
old
Same
and
old,
old
same old.
McDonald Seahawks, who have been slumping, are all on buys.
Mhm.
Um, I think obviously the Browns are going to keep Stefanski because they love him.
Hey,
I think the Raiders are going to keep Pierce because he inherited a mess.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
Stefanski, they're stuck with that Watson deal. And, I don't know how much of it was on Stefanski or if it was the GM, but
it was the owner, Jimmy
or the owner or
Haslam.
the owner, yeah. I mean, he's just burdened by that Watson contract.
Yes, the worst contract
The
in the
Browns
history of
always look
sport.
better. The Browns always look better when they don't play Deshaun Watson. It's- yeah.
All right, Sunday Night Football, um, NBC and Peacock. Download today, only $6.99 a month.
We're getting sponsored.
Thank you, CN.
Yeah, give us that Peacock money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My Super Bowl. This is my Super Bowl pick in week one. The Lions at the Texans. And also they talked to Chris Collinsworth today, and he's obviously NBC, and
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm not in Kansas City. I pretty much live in Kansas City." But
Yeah, I was he had to leave
Lions
his
Texans
apartment.
Sunday night. Great, great matchup.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go. It pains me, but I'm gonna go the Lions. Playing really good right now. A little bit better than Texans. Texans they're banged up. You know that receiving core is hurt up quite a bit. That's struggling. That's why they're struggling here. Um, and I think the Lions will just do a lot of running and a little bit of throwing. They're gonna run pretty good all over Houston, and Jared Goff's just gonna do enough. So I'm gonna go with the Lions to win. Oh, I'm gonna say 31-20. So Lions, even though I'm rooting for the Texans, obviously.
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to have this one too. Houston's good season from last year, kind of catching up with them. They won a lot of close games last year, and now
It's
injuries are kind of really depleted them.
Mhm.
And it's just not the same team. CJ's just not getting that good connections as he had last year. He's already lost another receiver for the year. With Diggs is done.
Mhm.
So, but Lions, Jared Goff's basically player of the month, 80% completion, didn't get really any turnovers, and that running game is playing pretty well for them. And that, so, but the defense though, we'll see what they can do without Aiden Hutchinson the rest of the year. Pending maybe playoffs, maybe back. But yeah, Lions.
They got new D end. I
Well,
forgot about that.
ain't no Hutchinson.
No, who is?
Yeah, I got the Lions winning this by 7. It's gonna be a good game. It really is. But man, those Lions, I tell you what, they're just too damn good.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Texans in this one. Um, it's at home. The Texans have not been very good on the road this year, but they're undefeated at home and at Energy in Houston. But yeah, the receiving core for the Texans has been hurting. The Lions have been running the ball very well this year with Jabbar Gibbs and David Montgomery. Um, the the Lions could fire all the receivers except for Amon-Ra St. Brown and still win. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Texans in a very close game. And NBC will not know what to do because they're just not used to being in Houston. Tim's like, and Monday Night Football, ESPN, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. The Dolphins, who are pretty much dead in the water now because they've lost too many games without Tua Tagovailoa, but he is back and he's playing. At SoFi, Tim's Rams, who have been very good since Stafford and the boys are all there. Puka, puka, puka. Cooper Cup, Cooper Cup, Cooper Cup. Touchdown to Marcus Robinson.
Yep. Yep. So, um, man, I don't know. I mean, with Tua back, Miami's a whole different team. But I think just crossing the country here on Monday night, and I think Puka's back. I think is Cooper playing this week too. I think, but anyway, Kyron Williams, Stafford, I think they win this one. I'm gonna go with a close game though on Monday night, and I'm gonna go. Um, let's see, I'm gonna go 30-27. So a little bit of a shootout, and Rams win on a field goal at the end.
Yeah, the Rams been playing pretty well when they have their top targets out there. Kyre Williams didn't score. And but they still found a way to win in Seattle last week, in overtime.
Mhm.
Dolphins are a so much better team with two out there. He might be the most valuable player on in the league with uh, team. They have
Oh,
nobody behind it.
we're
Cheetah
losing.
and
We're
Waddle couldn't
losing.
even get catches.
Yeah,
So
Waddell had negative receiving yards and a
Oh no.
touchdown.
Jeez.
yeah. So it'll be a close game. Rams defense gives up a lot, but they find they're just a young team out there. But as long as Stafford doesn't make too many mistakes and they play a clean game, Rams should pull this one out.
Yeah, I've got the Rams winning this one by 10. I have lost all faith in the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins have 2 wins this year. They beat the Jaguars week 1 when Cheetah went off. That's the only time we've seen Cheetah this year, pretty much. Um, I mean, yeah, they lost twice to the Bills already. I'm going Tim's Rams in this one, but I just hope the Rams don't get hot too soon because they're very hot right now, but I just hope it doesn't kick them in the end. Because anybody in the NFC West can win that division as of today. Anybody.
Yeah.
It's like the worst team could have go 8-9 this year in that division, and the best team could go 9-8. It's just that kind of a division this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, it's a big every team is just slightly above average. That's how I would put it.
hmm But yeah, if the Rams didn't beat the Raiders and the Vikings, they probably would have looked way different. Um,
Yeah.
Cooper Cup
Vikings blew that game.
probably would have been gone. Um, they wouldn't have got rid of Puka.
No. Might
Um,
have traded Stafford.
I wonder who he would have went to though.
Well, I was hoping he'd go to the Vikings for 1 year, but
You guys got Sam Darnold.
I don't know. But we could always use Stafford's a little bit of an upgrade, a
Well,
little bit of an upgrade. Is that
Sam Sam
mature
Dar Sam
presence?
Darnold will go to the Giants next year and suck.
Yeah, they'll give him like
They'll give him like
180 million,
$100 million,
$180 million contract.
the Giants,
Yep.
and then he'll be
And then
terrible.
they'll be wondering, like, in 1 year, oh shit, we made a mistake. We shouldn't be giving these quarterbacks big money. So,
And that's all the games, and the Bengals are up by 2 touchdowns now.
oh, well, I called that
Joe
one wrong.
Joe Burrow has been playing pretty good.
Well, I called that one
Jamar
wrong.
Chase has been good.
Yep.
Um,
Derrick Henry sucking for me in one league. Yep. Never mind. I switch. Bengals are gonna win by 17.
Ravens have
That's
a lot of Ravens
uh,
penalties are killing them tonight. It looks like
yeah,
it's six.
yeah.
Must be off on
This
the
is one of those games where Ravens could lose though. It's just division rival and
and then Lamar Jackson's gonna
Bengals
throw.
always just start playing good in, you know, October, November, late October or into November. They start playing good every year. So,
But anymore, it seems like the Ravens always go like 3-3 or 4-2 in their division every year.
kind of, yeah.
Like
They always drop a couple to
like
they usually drop at least one to the Bengals and one to the Steelers. So and
they kind
sometimes
of
the
struggle
Lions.
against the Browns there every year too. Like
Yeah,
I
once in a
mean,
while.
they lost
Yeah.
they lost to the Browns this
Last
year.
year. Oh, they lost this year?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I think
and
they lost to Flacco last year, didn't they? The Brownies.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they always have those weird home losses. Like this year was the Raiders, and last year was the Colts.
Yep.
It's like you guys should have won those games.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Lamar Jackson.
That's what happens to them in the playoffs too. Is just they just don't
Yeah,
show up for
run
it.
the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the
No,
ball, run the ball.
it's the same. What happens in the playoffs is what happens in these weird losses they have during the regular season. So where they just do stupid things and don't play like they should. So
With that being said, if you guys stuck around this long, we appreciate it.
Mhm.
Until next time.
Yep.